So I recently did the CrossFit Level 1 course, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I had quite a blast. And although it was 2 days, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when you're having fun, time passes by. But at least when I was sitting down learning, I did learn a lot. But I was more so happy when we got up and we were a little more active. So when I did the CrossFit Level 1 course, the main emphasis of why I did it is simply because I wanted to become more advanced in CrossFit. Becoming more advanced in CrossFit as far as learning the sport, the knowledge of it, how to eat, health and nutrition aspect and part of it. And then of course just learning proper form and technique. The main thing that I did this for was mainly because I was looking at becoming a coach. So as someone who has been in the CrossFit world for about 2 years now, obviously there's a lot of people talking about whether it's dying, it's still on the rise, or can it still grow. And let's be realistic, as long as you're out there, you got different CrossFit gyms, you got different aspects of how to train in fitness. CrossFit itself is still around and still making money. It's a fun sport and even an even better community to be a part of, especially when you have a community of people who are willing and open to getting to know you. Being able to connect with people at the CrossFit Level 1 course was a fun aspect of it, because as someone who aspires to do great things in the fitness world, fitness industry, making connections was a great part of it. Being able to exchange numbers, get Instagram accounts, and even connect the way I need to so that I can establish growth and longevity is key for me. Now, went over, how to perform the proper form and technique of doing the overhead press, doing the a few exercises, doing squats, and what I learned, what I liked about doing the exercise was so key and essential when it comes to doing the front squat or the back squat was the air squat. A lot of times you're doing air squats and you're just going through the motion. You're not fully extending. You're not fully, you're not touching 90 degrees. You're not reaching, the flat level surface of the ground. You're not parallel to the ground. Your thighs are supposed to be parallel to the ground at least. And sometimes when you're going through the motions and you see people just doing the exercise and they're not really necessarily getting through it, or they're just getting through it, going through the motion, you see how important the air squat is, especially pertaining to doing the back squat, the air squat, the overhead squat, and how key and essential form and technique is. If you have bad form and technique on the air squat, what makes you think that having good form on the front squat or the back squat is going to help you in the long run? Let's be honest, form and technique is very key. Being able to have good form and technique, especially when doing the movements in CrossFit, whether that be a water competition, prevents injuries. Now, does it prevent injuries? But it helps you in the long run to build the physique that you want, especially over time as you continue to progress in your CrossFit or in your fitness journey. Having good form and technique allows you to prevent injuries, allows you to stay on course. You can continue training, doing what you're doing on a consistent basis, and then you can even teach what it is that you know and develop your craft and learn and master your craft. As I get ready to take the CrossFit Level 1 course test, I'm feeling pretty confident, in passing it. Obviously, I'm going to take some time to read and study up on the information more. One of the main things that I really like about it was being able to get an understanding of the importance of health and nutrition pertaining to CrossFit. A lot of times you see how big, how strong, and how jacked a lot of these muscular women and men are in a CrossFit competition, especially the elite level athletes competing at the CrossFit Games. They eat a lot, but they eat to maintain themselves. And let's be honest, if you don't eat, just like I mentioned in the video prior to this, and you're not maintaining your body, how do you expect to grow? How do you expect to develop? How do you expect your body to function, perform, and to fuel? If you're not fueling your body and you're not getting the right nutrition over time. Being at a CrossFit Level 1 course gave me key insight on how to be a good coach, how to interact, how to correct the deficiencies that you see when it comes to coaching, when it comes to training and dealing with whether they're new or they're just old timers that have been in the sport for over 16 years. Coaching, knowing how to coach and how to connect with people in this sport is very key. Knowing what you're doing, how you do it, and how to teach it all go hand in hand. It's easy to get out there and to be taught and to be coached and how to do it an exercise. But it's even better when you can take that same skill and coach it and teach it and train someone else in it. Yes, you can make money from it, but more so, you're helping someone improve in their fitness journey. And that's what CrossFit's about. It's a community that helps you to grow and develop and become, someone in this sport. You can get around a community that helps you get in shape. You can all suffer together. What I liked about lastly was when we did the CrossFit WOD, we did the WOD and we finished the workout, but we waited and then the last person that was finishing, we went to them and we were cheering them on as they finished. Now, it is key that when it comes to CrossFit, that is essentially a part of the community. You're cheering each other on, you're rooting for each other to finish, rooting for each other to do well. I've been at CrossFit gyms where immediately after the workout's done, you have people who will put away their work, put away their plates, put up everything they're doing, and then that's it. And they just sleepy beat. I'm big on community. Being big on community, emphasizing what it means to be in a community is key. Yes, we all join CrossFit for the community aspect somewhat, but let's be realistic. I think that community can be more enforced and a togetherness and helping people to grow. It's not saying you gotta be everybody's little brother, little sister, but when you can help someone, cheer someone on, push them to become the best version of themselves, overall, people remember that. People reflect on that. Community is key. We talked a little bit about that when it came to CrossFit, developing that community aspect of it. I talked to a couple of the coaches that were there and they really emphasized, the importance of knowing what you're doing, knowing how to coach, nutrition, knowing how to, connect and communicate with different people, the athletes coming in, and just really, having fun with what you're doing. So overall, just doing a level 1 CrossFit course, I highly recommend, especially if you're in CrossFit and you've been at it for quite some time. I'm still rather new, probably a baby still to CrossFit. Still learning. I just learned how to do my first muscle up. I'm getting better at the proper form and technique of how to do the power clean. I'm getting better, at squatting. I'm squatting heavier, but with better form and technique. The list goes on. Like, I'm actually able to do double unders now, so I did all this because I put the work in, but I had coaches help me and they gave me the right workouts to help progress me forward. So proper coaching, knowing what you're doing, knowing how to do it, and then knowing how to coach it is very key. Really had fun with it. Look forward to getting better at CrossFit and even just seeing where and how far I can take it. But that is all for today's video. If you're interested in taking it, I highly recommend it. Look for, go on the CrossFit.com website. Look for, a facility near you where you can train and develop, your skills, your knowledge in CrossFit. A lot of times we're working on our bodies, trying to look sexy or trying to get in shape. Work on your mind, work on your mental aspect, work on getting knowledge and getting a deeper understanding of what CrossFit is about. Not just from the community side of it, but from the fitness side. How you can improve your health and nutrition, how you can improve your form and technique, how you can improve your coaching skills, how you can improve understanding what CrossFit is truly about, what CrossFit and what fitness is truly about overall. All right, so that is all for today. If you're new to my channel and you want to, share this video and encourage someone to join the CrossFit community, please take the time to share the content. All right, but that is all for today. Take the time to, leave a comment down below. And as I said before, please, like, share, and subscribe to my content, and I'll get back to y'all again with another video. Charge hard and stay flexible, my friends. I'll see y'all later.